Okay, so we can now move on to step 13. And in step 13, we need our G1, which is this guy, just here. We need our idle gear, which is this guy, just here, which is our GB3. We also need a F7, nice little guy here. We're going to need our BA14, which is a 5x40mm shaft, which is this guy here. And we need this guy here, which is a 5x30mm shaft, which is a BB2. And we're going to need either your 1150 plastic spacing. So if you're building this to the kit, you'll use these plastic ones. These are the 1150 bearings. As you know, I'm substituting mine with proper bearings. And we're also going to need our front gearbox side that we built in the earlier steps. Remember, the one we put our servo on. So we need this guy. So we need to pop these components into here, ready for the next step. So let's get ready for the next step. So let's take the F7 component, which is this guy, and pop one of our 1150 bearings in ready. There we are, done. Let's take our G1 and again pop the bearings in there ready so they can go in. There we are, one on each side. There we are, so that's now ready. Let's take our idle gear and pop the bearings in each side again, so that's ready, like so. So now we have those three components ready. Let's take our BA14 shaft, give that a little bit of grease so it's ready to go into the chassis side itself. So we'll do that now. So that's ready. There we are, you can see. And what we're going to do is put that in to the top, like that, ready. Going to do the same again with the BB2 shaft. Let's put the remaining grease on here. There we go. Not going too mad on mine because I'm using bearings. And then we pop that one into the next hole down, which is this guy here. There we go. So you've got the two shafts. Then we're going to take our gear one, our G1, and we're going to pop that face in over the shaft. Going to take our idle gear, which is our GB3, and pop that over the shaft, and that's going to interlink with the gear on here, like so. There we are. And we're going to take our F7, and that goes in to the bottom section here, and you squeeze that into place, like so. There we are. And going to put some grease on here as well. Okay, so I'm going to get my nice greasy thing, get in there, as they say. And I can actually probably just spin these around a bit, actually, and probably it'll distribute for me. Yeah, a little bit, probably a little bit more in there, be a bit more generous. There we go. And there we go. So there we go. I might just give that a little bit up and down in there. Yeah. There we go. So it's nicely done. Put a bit more in there. Don't be afraid to get some in. This is why I buy the extra grease and not just the Tamiya ones. They tend to be a bit frugal with their grease. I think Tamiya, they could be a bit better with their grease and give you bigger tubes. But yeah, what it is, part of it. There we are. So that's sort of nicely greased, and that should be plenty in there now and rotating. And we're going to be putting more in here as we go on, so it'll all distribute round as well. So there we are, nicely done. I'll pack a little bit more in and distribute that around. Yeah. Nicely done. Yeah, lovely. Look at that. Really. Who says I can't make a cake? Right, so that is step 13 completed.